Good evening, everyone. Tonight's story is meant to help you rest, to slow your thoughts, and gently guide you towards sleep. We will quietly explore an ordinary evening inside an ancient Roman apartment building. Nothing dramatic will happen, only calm moments and passing time. As the sun slowly lowers beyond the rooftops of Rome, the apartment building begins to cool. The stone walls, warm throughout the day, now release their stored heat into the evening air. Inside the narrow stairwell, footsteps fade as residents return from work. A faint echo lingers, then disappears. The sounds of the city soften. Carts move more slowly. Voices drift, then dissolve into quiet pauses. This is the hour when the building exhales, settling into stillness. On the second floor, small or TD. Its light stretches across rough plaster walls, revealing cracks that have been there for years. A wooden stool rests beside the doorway, untouched. No rush time feel important here. Outside the window, the sky shifts from gold to pale blue. Inside, shadows grow longer, moving slowly without intention. From somewhere below, the quiet sound of water can be heard. A jug is being filled, carefully, patiently. The rhythm is slow. Drip, pause, drip. The sound blends with distant street noise until it becomes almost soothing. In this building, many lives overlap, yet remain separate. Each resident follows the same unspoken routine. Evening arrives not as an event, but as a gentle transition. A simple meal is prepared. Bread is broken by hand, without ceremony. Olives are placed in a shallow bowl. Nothing is rushed. The movements are familiar, repeated every night. Fingers move slowly, guided by habit rather than thought. Outside, the last birds settle into silence. Inside, the room feels smaller, quieter, safer. The day loosens its grip, little by little. The hallway darkens as more lamps are extinguished. One by one, doors close with soft wooden sounds. No locks are hurried. No voices are raised. The building does not sleep yet, but it grows heavier with calm. Dust floats slowly through lamplight. Even the air seems slower now. This is the moment between activity and rest, where nothing new begins. Above, on the highest floor, a window remains open. Cool air moves gently through thin curtains. The city below continues, but faintly, as if far away. Inside the room, someone sits quietly, doing it at all, just breathing, juste existing. The evening has fully arrived, and with it, the promise of rest, slowly, patiently, without effort. The apartment building continues to settle as evening deepens. Inside the walls, faint sounds remain. A cough from a distant room, the soft scrape of a wooden bowl being set aside. These noises are not sudden. They arrive slowly, then fade. The building absorbs them, holding them briefly before letting them go. Nothing demands attention. Each sound exists on its own, unimportant, gentle, and soon forgotten. A child shifts in sleep on a simple mattress. The movement is small, almost unnoticed. Fabric folds softly, then becomes still again. Nearby, a clay cup rests on the floor, untouched. No one speaks noise. The night understands these quiet adjustments. The apartment does not resist rest. It allows it. Slowly, patiently, without interruption. Somewhere above, footsteps cross the floor once, then stop. The sound is dull, softened by layers of stone and wood. The person pauses, perhaps listening, perhaps thinking of nothing at all. Then the steps do not return. Silence fills the space left behind. The building remembers the sound only for a moment, before returning to quiet. Outside, the street grows quieter. The sound of wheels fades into distance. A final voice drifts upward, then dissolves into the air. Inside the apartment, the oil lamp burns lower. Its flame bends gently, responding to unseen air. Shadows blur along the wall, losing their shape. Time slows further, becoming almost difficult to measure. The smell of warm stone and old wood fills the room. It is familiar, comforting. Nothing has changed for many years. The same walls, the same floor, the same quiet routine. The building has witnessed countless evenings like this one. It expects nothing else. And so, it remains calm, steady, and untroubled by the passing hours. Breathing becomes slower now, not just for one person, but for the entire building. Lamps dim, bodies rest. Thoughts loosen and drift away. The night has fully settled into the walls, the floors, the air itself. Nothing more needs to happen. Nothing more will. The apartment building holds its quiet and waits. Bis Fühli. Through the dark. As the night deepens, the apartment building feels heavier, as if rest itself has weight. The stone floors hold warmth from the day, releasing it slowly. This gentle warmth spreads through the rooms, unnoticed but present. No one marks the time. Nobel Ring. The night moves forward without signals, guided only by breathing and the gradual dimming of thought. In one room, a folded garment rests beside the bed. It was placed there earlier, carefully, without urgency. The fabric no longer remembers movement. It lies still as it will until morning. Nearby, sandboys, their straps loose. They are finished for the day. The room asks nothing more of them. Between the walls, shared air moves slowly. It passes from one room to another, carrying no message, no sound. The building connects its residents without effort. Though separated by doors and levels, they rest together in the same silence. This shared stillness belongs to everyone equally. It does not choose. It simply exists. The oil lamps now burn very low. Their flames shorten, growing round and steady. Light clings close to the wick, refusing to travel far. Corners of rooms disappear into shadow. Shapes become uncertain. The mind no longer tries to define them. There is comfort in not knowing exactly what lies in the dark. Outside, the city breathes quietly. Even Rome, vast and crowded by day, has learned to rest. Stones cool, streets empty. The building listens, but hears very little. This absentee expected. It confirms that the night is complete and that rest has taken its place. Within the apartment, dreams begin softly, without announcement. They drift in like mist, unnoticed at first. The body no longer resists sleep. The building remains still, holding its shape in the darkness. Another hour passes, or perhaps more. It does not matter. The night continues, slow, quiet. En don broken. The night moves deeper now, without being noticed. Inside the apartment building, Nothing signals this change. No clocks measure it, no voices mark it. The darkness simply settles more firmly, pressing softly against walls and ceilings. The rooms feel enclosed, protected. The outgrows rose almost tunrel as it belongs to it. A curtain stirs slightly as cool air passes through the open window. The movement is slow and unimportant. It repeats once, then stops. The fabric hangs quietly again, its task complete. The window frames a small piece of night sky, where stars remain fixed and patient, offering light that asks nothing in return. On the lower floors, the thick stone walls block most sound. Even footsteps from the street cannot reach this far. The building feels isolated, standing alone with its thoughts. It has no need to listen. It has heard enough days, enough years. Tonight is like many others, and that familiarity brings ease. Breathing deepens further. It becomes slow and steady, barely noticeable. The body no longer adjusts or shifts. Muscles release their final tension. The mind drifts without direction, moving gently from one quiet image to another, then to nothing at all. Sleep does not arrive suddenly. It spreads gradually, like warmth. The oil lamp's flame shrinks again, now barely more than a glow. Its light pools close, refusing to reach the edges of the room. Shadows no longer move. They remain fixed, unchanging. The room feels complete as it is. Nothing could be added. Nothing needs to be removed. The apartment building rests fully now. Not just the people inside, but the structure itself. Beams, stone, and plaster hold their place in silence. The night stretches on, smooth and uninterrupted. There is no rush toward morning. Only the slow passing of dark hours, calm, steady. Unkind. The deepest hours of night arrive without notice. Inside the apartment building, time feels stretched and thin. Moments drift past slowly, without shape or weight. The darkness remains gentle, never pressing, never demanding. It simply exists. The rooms remain unchanged, holding their silence with patience, as if they have always known how to wait. In one corner of a room, a small stack of household items rests quietly. A bowl, a cup, a folded cloth. They do not move. They do not reflect light. Their purpose has ended for the day. Now they share the same rest as the people nearby. Everything in the room participates in this pause. The air feels cooler now. It moves slowly across the floor, guided by no clear path. It carries the faint scent of stone and oil. The building breathes with it, expanding and settling in tiny, quiet ways. These movements are too small to notice, yet they continue, steady and reliable. Outside, the sky holds its darkest color. No sunrise yet waits on the edge. This is the hour when the world feels suspended. The apartment building remains wrapped in shadow, untouched by change. Nothing interrupts the stillness. Even thoughts have slowed, drifting away without effort. Sleep now rests fully within the walls. It settles in corners, along stairways, beneath ceilings. The building offers no resistance. It has accepted this state many times before. Each night follows the same gentle pattern. Each night brings the same quiet understanding. Nothing changes for a long while. The apartment remains still, holding its shape in the darkness. The night can decide. there is no need to move. Only rest remains, slow, deep, and undisturbed, until the first hint of morning far away. Far beyond the apartment building, morning begins its slow approach. It does not announce itself. There is no sudden light, no sound. The darkness simply softens, almost without being noticed. Inside the building, sleep remains deep and steady. The night has not yet released its hold, and nothing inside asks it to. A faint change in the air can be felt near the windows. It is cooler, cleaner, carrying the earliest hint of a new day. Curtains rest quietly, unmoving. The rooms remain dim, their shapes still gentle and unclear. Sleep continues without interruption, as if time itself has paused for a little longer. The oil lamps have gone out completely now. No glow remains. The darkness they leave behind is soft, familiar. It belongs to the room. Shadows blend together, losing their edges. The apartment building holds this final moment of night carefully, as if it understands its importance. Breathing remains slow and even. No one stirs yet. Bodies rest fully, untouched by thought. Dreams fade gently, leaving no trace behind. The building stays silent, protecting this calm. Morning will come soon enough. There is no need to hurry it. Outside, the city prepares to wake, though it does not know it yet. Stone streets remain empty. Doors stay closed. The apartment building stands quietly among them, unchanged. It has carried its residents safely through another night, just as it always does. And so the night slowly comes to an end, not with noise, but with patience. The apartment building remains calm, steady, and at rest. For now, sleep still lingers, and you may rest with it, breathing slowly, letting go, as the story gently fades away.